This is an unboxing I'm really hyped for because inside this box, as you've guessed by the thumbnail already, there is a racing wheel for gaming, of course, and it's from Genesis, which I've already unboxed a couple of products in the video here on the top left corner. You can find it if you haven't seen it already, and also a new pair of speakers. Let's open this box and have a closer look at it. I really like this cardboard packaging because it saves a ton of plastic, which is always good. Okay, so this is enough to have a first look, and let's take the first Helium 300 Bluetooth speakers and let's put it aside. This is a 2.1 speaker array and it's Bluetooth also. Let's also remove the Seaborg 400, which is the racing wheel I've been talking to you about. 900 degrees of maneuverability, but there's something else in this box. In fact, Genesis has sent me over some energy drinks. Oh, I wasn't expecting this. Very nice, thank you, Genesis. These are energy boost. I'm gonna try them out later. First try of the Genesis energy drink. It's super sweet. I like it. I usually don't like energy drinks such as Red Bull and Monster, but this ain't bad at all. In the video, I have a taste at them. There is also, this is really comfy and useful. Lace for the keys, very nice. Let's have a look at everything we've got here. 5 cans of energy boosters. I'm sure if I drink like one of these, I'm gonna play for like 6 hours straight. I love it. I'm gonna keep them for this weekend. A lace for the keys with, of course, the Genesis branding and hashtag Genesis Gaming, red and black. Really cool. But let's go to what we're here for mainly. The Helium 300 Bluetooth speakers and the Seaborg 400. This is a really compelling alternative to like the mainstream G29, 29.3 from Logitech, because this is only 150 euros, so almost half the price of the Logitech's alternative. It doesn't have the clutch, but it has a 900 degrees maneuverability. It also has 19 programmable buttons. It is compatible both with Xbox, PlayStation 4 and with PC, so very versatile. Let's have a closer look at it. We have some paperwork, quick installation guide. I'm gonna keep it aside for the moment. Then the mounting mechanism, because it has both these physical clamps and some ventose, I don't know how it's called. Pedals, that is what I was talking about. It doesn't have the clutch, which is kind of a bummer, I'll be honest. But we have brake and gas. The pressure feels really close to real life. I'm really impressed by this. This is the gaming wheel. Let's remove the plastic. So, of course, the main body is in plastic. to save some money and to make it more affordable. And also the steering wheel itself, but it also has some vegan leather on the sides where your hands are going to stay mainly. We have the gear up and down selector behind the wheel. This is a dual motor gaming wheel, so very nice. We have the little button to switch between 900 degrees of turn and 270. This is a physical switch, as you can probably hear. Then we have all the common buttons, so X, Y, B, A, 4 arrows, and some other programmable keys, which we're going to have a look later. Here on the back, we have a USB Type A 2.0, the connection to the pedals, and of course the USB Type A to connect to the PC, but also a 3.5mm jack for the audio. This is really cool, but first of all, let's mount it and let's try it on my setup. Let's now have a look at the Helium 300 Bluetooth set of speakers. As you may remember from my previous Genesis unboxing, I'm currently using the Genesis 610 Bluetooth for my TV, and they are really great. But of course you need space for both the speakers and the subwoofers, so this might be a limitation for someone, especially if you're using them on a desk and you don't have that much space on it. So this could be the best solution for you. We can slice it to the side. Of course, this is a 2.0 audio speaker configuration because it's only 2 speakers. And oh my god, this box is really nice. I need to pull it off. And we have some foam, of course, for protection. Then we've got the 2 speakers, cables and papers, and that's it. We have the right speaker, and I recognize it because it's not that obvious because the output, there's an L next to it, which means this is for the left channel and this is the left. Yeah, sorry. And this is the right one then for me, but for you, of course, it's the very opposite. We need to connect the left speaker to the right one, which is the main one because it has all the connections and the power. So let's connect it straightforward. We just need to plug this cable in. Okay, there you go. Then we can connect these cables, this red and white connection, which needs to be placed on the speaker itself, and the green one, which is of course to be connected to the PC, which I'm gonna take in just a minute. And then we have this other cable, which is for ARGB because these 2 speakers are lighted, but we're gonna see it in just a minute. You can connect this directly to a motherboard. I'm not gonna do that because I think the cable is too short. Let's have a look at it. Yeah, this is like 1 meter. I could actually make it, but I'm just gonna stick with the preset lightning in setting. Oh, we have another extension for the cable. This is nice because otherwise 1 meter would have been too little for many scenarios, I imagine. But I'm gonna take a laptop and I'm gonna first try it with that. This is where things get a little complicated. I've tried to power them on, but they wouldn't. After I've tried every single plug in my house, as if it was possible that all of them were faulty and not the speakers themselves, and solved nothing, I opened the speakers app and found out that a cable fell off its own. I reconnected and everything turned out to work just fine. This is the reason why it wasn't powering on. This little red cable, I've disconnected this one. But this other red one wasn't fixed in here. So, as you're watching this video, I've already made Genesis aware of this problem. This is where things get a little complicated. I've tried to power them on, but they wouldn't. After I've tried every single plug in my house, as if it was possible that all of them were faulty and not the speakers themselves, and solved absolutely nothing, I opened the speakers app and found out that a cable fell off its own. I reconnected it and guess what? It turned out to work just fine. As for the gaming wheel, for mounting this wheel, all you need to do is set up these clamps, because the suction caps are present but they do absolutely nothing, and connect the pedals. Once you've done this, you can connect them to your PC and play all your sim racing. Well, not exactly. There will be many games that recognize this wheel at first, such as Assetto Corsa Competizione, Dirt Rally, Project Cars 3. These are the main games I've been playing with, but many others will not, such as Forza Horizon 5, which is pretty much a big deal. And you will have to use VJoin or other third-party software for them. Once you get it working though, you'll have a great experience. The 900 degrees turn offers a realistic experience, and the gear palettes are snappy, even if I would have preferred to see them made out of metal and not plastic. And the pedals are well calibrated, but there's no clutch, so keep that in mind. But I want to reiterate that this wheel could not work with your favorite game, because Windows detects it as an Xbox controller, not as a racing wheel. So feel free to ask me if it works with a specific game before buying it. This is something that many cheaper gaming wheels have as a problem, but it's something you can get around, as I said earlier, with VJoin and software like that. Solve the power issues, I can finally turn them on, and man, they look good. I'm not gonna bother with the ARGB connection with the Mobo, because the ASRock RGB utility, the one from my motherboard, still kinda sucks, to be honest. But even without them being synced, the look is really eye-catching, but not flashy and vulgar as many RGB things. As for the sound, first of all, set the basses to the max with this dial, because otherwise you won't be able to hear them at all. Even at max, basses still partially lag, but mid and highs are good. You need to keep in mind that this audio solution is a compromise between size and price, so you can't expect high-end audio precision, because these are only 80 euros speakers. If you're looking for nice audio quality and a great look without a lot of space available, this is a great option. But if you have a little extra space, I would go with the Helium 600 BT Bluetooth, because the subwoofer makes a huge difference. It makes a ton of difference, and the price is only 20 euros higher. If you don't have a ton of space but you can spend about 120 euros, I would suggest you the PreSonus E3.5 Bluetooth. Check out the video in the icon right here. Once again, I thank Genesis and especially Paulina a ton for sending over all these tech goodies. Remember to subscribe to the channel if you want to see more unboxing like this one, and I'll see you next Sunday. Ciao!
Jack it up.
Singing low while I pop a ball off of your chain swinging, clang clang, and it costs a lot. Bitch, I'm always at the guala, yeah, and you are not badass beat. Keep on going till you hit the spot. Whoa, I'm a big bag hunter with the bow. She got a big bed, never drop it low. Mama called me and she happy with the grow. Never ever fall for a body that's a no.
Spot the guinea about a million options. So it's talking to stop doing the agreement. I'm rock arenas, bringing the peace. I'm bumping that park in the car, pretending I got all the eyes on me. Got a bad baby and she's independent. Too many people older than me, they're seeking attention. When they want me about the goofies, man, I should've listened. And the smell of the money, my strangest addiction.
She tit for dick, I let her lit, I had to dip. I'm on for fifth, I'm all rich now. I bought a whip, I paint it drive itself. The fuck you think? Yeah, I'm rich now. Hey, little mama, yeah, you heard about me. I'ma pop you like a pea, yeah, at a mommy.